Flacco looked good last night. Derek Carr looked great last night. Are we more impressed with the Raiders' performance and their win after all the Antonio Brown drama? Are we more concerned about the Broncos, who didn't really show up here?
You know, I spoke with Ken Rogers, who's the executive producer of Hard Knocks for NFL Films, and I said to him, you know, I felt like you guys didn't give me enough Antonio Brown, because as much as that was a drama in the media, you didn't have all that access. What was really going on behind closed doors? And he said, what's telling is that in Napa and in Oakland, Antonio Brown was not a huge story. He was off in a courtroom in New York fighting for his helmet. He was out because of the foot. They had 89 other players there all summer, and they were working towards a collective goal. You fast forward to this weekend with the hysterics of Antonio Brown and breaking news on NFL Network. Where's Antonio Brown going to end up? We're all talking Antonio Brown, but in that building, I spoke to coaches and saying, well, we had a game to play Monday. We didn't think he was going to be ready to play Monday, so we were already focusing on that. To see that team come out that way when all of the rest of us were focused on 84 and what he's going to be and how he's going to do with the Patriots, the Raiders thinking, we've got a lot of pride in this room. We've got a lot to play for in this room. We've got careers to make and to break in this room. To see them come out and blow the doors off that Broncos team shows me a lot about what they have in that building, and that it wasn't just about Antonio Brown and his cohorts. There's 90 guys in a building. Antonio Brown was just one of them, and he's no longer there.
That was great, and this was all about the Raiders. This, to me, we talked about this before the show. This was a statement game. It was a statement to Antonio Brown. It was 2 words, 7 letters, and a bunch of exclamation points afterwards. Guys, they've been in playoff games. The Raiders have won Super Bowls. This was about their dignity as a franchise. This was about their pride of their fan base. Let's not forget, Mayock, Gruden, Carr, Davis supported him from start to finish, bent over backwards, compromised maybe their even integrity to support him. And then the guy makes a video of him getting released and celebrating like a child in his backyard and publishes it for the world to see. He tried to de-pants the Raiders organization. I've never been so proud of them. I've never been so proud of Derek Carr, of Tyrell Williams. And the fans had a chant last night that you could hear over the broadcast. I'm a father now. I'm supposed to discourage that thing. I was doing it in my living room with them. God bless you.
I would say it's
De-pants.
It's also about the defense as well. You know, the offense was fantastic. I thought that first drive from Derek Carr was great. That ball that he threw to Tyrell Williams, it was between like 3 defenders.
Perfect.
Derek Carr was in a different type of zone, and rightfully so. I feel like they all felt like they needed to step up. But what I love about the defensive side of the ball is that the cliche things you say to your team, it applied when they say, control what you can control. Handle your side of the ball. Make plays when you have the opportunity. The defense is sitting back saying, hey, man, that Antonio Brown stuff ain't got nothing to do with us. He doesn't play defense. All the drama they have on offense, trying to figure out if he's going to be there, the feet, the helmet, it doesn't matter. Defensively, we got to control what we got to control. They had 3 sacks yesterday. And Cleveland Farrell, the guy who went number 4 overall, who people still criticize, he had 1 as well. This was a defense that was ranked 32 out of 32 last season and stepped up big and made plays. The Broncos didn't get in the end zone until 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So for everything that was going on, I can appreciate the defense not getting involved in the drama and feeling like they're part of this big circus. It's almost like just think about Hard Knocks. The defense was sitting back saying, we're going to do what we need to do, and when we have a chance to shine, we're going to beat up on somebody. Schrager, you mentioned earlier that offensive line looked good. People better watch out for this Oakland defense. And I played against some good Oakland defenses. When I walked in the locker room and I'm looking on my brown body and I'm seeing black bruises, this is that type of defense. They love to come downhill and hit. Burfict was out there smacking cats. The safety's out there smacking cats. This is a great defense and played at a high level.
Where's the Broncos defense is the question. We can love the Raiders, tremendous performance, great win, statement win, not taking anything away from you. But the Broncos, I'm concerned with, because I'm a supporter of Denver. I'm waking up and I'm realizing that, did our window pass here? Here's why it's frustrating. You lose Peyton Manning, he moves on, and you wade through guys like Paxton Lynch and Trevor Siemian and Case Keenum trying to find a solid quarterback, because everything else is stout. You've got a no-fly zone, you've got Von Miller, everything else is ready. Just find the quarterback that can take us back to the Super Bowl. Now, Joe Flacco looked good last night. They found a solid quarterback who you've been really impressed with throughout the preseason, and it doesn't seem like everything else is there. You don't have the no-fly zone. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, they'll be fine. Courtland Sutton had a great game. There's a lot of positives here. But it almost seems like now that we have this, where's everything else? It is not perfect or at a 10 like it used to be when we didn't have the quarterback. So I'm frustrated if I'm a Broncos fan right now.
Yeah, I also think the emotion that went into that Oakland win, like, I don't know if the Broncos
We're up.
can win 15 straight right now.
But this
no
was
one
a
going,
circus in the Raiders, and the Broncos, all they had to do
no
was
one was
stop
I think
them,
they
and
ran into the
couldn't
wrong
do it.
team on the wrong night.
No
I do.
one was going to beat the Raiders last night. I don't think the
I know.
Chiefs or the Saints are beating the Raiders in Oakland. The way that
Really?
crowd came out, the way that team
Vic
galvanized.
Fangio did not forget how to coach defense all of a sudden. Like, I really do think the defense will be there. I think they ran into a great line and a team that was really motivated on a big night. I think the Broncos.
Read like survivor pools. I would have taken the Raiders week 1 after what happened this weekend.
No concern about the Broncos.
I have concerns, and I'm not as high on Flacco as you might be.
Yeah, well,
I think Lamar Jackson had quite a day, and I think the Ravens are like, all right, I think we made the right choice.
good.
on that
Yeah.
one.
We're good.
We're
yeah.
good.